I've had the privilege of serving here at Daily Bread for 3 years now, and it's been an exciting time to be working here. As you know, Daily Bread has roots in this community that go back a long time. For over 30 years, we have been serving our neighbors in need. We started out as the neighborhood soup kitchen, and that first day we fed 11 people with a big bowl of chili, and it's hard to believe where we've come from there.
For me, it's kind of like life coming full circle. I was homeless for a long time with kids, and it was really, really hard, and I couldn't have made it without utilizing the resources that were available at the time. And so since I've overcome that, it's been kind of my goal to show other people that it's possible, to empower other people, help them reach the fullest self-sufficiency, reach their potential in order for them to see like it can happen. You know, I've been where you're at.
We help them to kind of realize like their full potential on what they can do and what they can achieve, whether it's helping them apply for a job that they didn't know that they could get, building up a resume. It impacts them in more ways than we can see from the very beginning. And we see that by working with them throughout this long journey and process with them. So I feel like we really do impact them on a greater and larger scale as far as, like I said, helping them to get back on their feet, realize what they're capable of doing and what they can become.
I always carry in my heart that I need to meet people where they are. I think that the people that we see every single day, I think they feel unseen and unheard. So even if I don't have a lengthy conversation with them, I think something just as simple as good morning, how are you? You okay? Just stopping for that quick second and letting them know that I see you. You know, I'm not gonna walk by you and that you're safe here. It's okay.
So my favorite client story was a situation where I had just started. It had been a few months at Daily Bread, and I was working with someone that a lot of people would consider difficult. And this client has issues with alcoholism. Her Social Security was only paying out like $300 a month. So the long story short, she ended up going from $300 a month to $700 a month. And what we didn't expect was the information that we sent over, it afforded her back pay, where she received over $2,000 of back pay. And even though I told her do not do it, she sent 12 dozen roses to me and a dozen carnations to the whole agency for all the help that we've been doing for her. So that was like my favorite story when I first started. There's so many more, but.
As an outreach specialist, I would go to the various camps, which is basically the bushes. I would go to the bushes, and look for people, particularly who is in need. So apart from just giving food, I would assist with documentation. I would, push people to come to Daily Bread, to help with their documentation, to help with the services and so forth. And I found this guy behind Circles of Care. And he is someone that I always saw at Daily Bread, but for the past a few weeks, I wasn't able to see him. I couldn't find him. I was like, okay, well, maybe, life. And I went out there that week, and we worked, and to make a long story short, he is in housing today. And he's still there. And I could still find him, and, I could still contact him. And that was something to me that said, look, I need to continue doing this.
Probably not bringing it home. Thinking about Corey's and thinking about I get choked up just thinking about it because it's hard. It's hard not to bring it home. More about making sure that I don't cheat myself in my calling. And if I didn't, then I feel bad. You know what I mean? But it's not like it's gonna change their situation right away. So for me, I always have to feel like I've done everything that I can, and everything else is left up to, you know, God and them, you know, at that point. But like I said, everybody could do this work, but not everybody is called, you know. When you're called, you do the work differently.
Sometimes having to look at somebody and just see through their eyes what they've been experiencing. I mean, there's nothing that can tell you what they've gone through, the pain, but if you look at someone's eyes, it can tell you a story.
For me, it's trying not to get attached. Again, I see myself in a lot of people, and, you know, but I always think of the quote, like, there, but by the grace of God go I, because you're only one, you're only one, you know, life event or disaster or bad decision from your life being totally different, and so many people look down on the people that we serve, but you know, it's hard to place yourself in other people's shoes, and for me it's just really hard because you want to take some of the people and shake them and be like, you can do this, like you have to get out of your own way. But you know, sometimes they just need that inspiration, they just need that empowerment, they just need that encouragement, and or maybe a helping hand or a listening ear that they just haven't gotten before. And I mean, it's really hard when you can't save everyone you try to save. But you know, you do what you can, and that's why I keep coming back every day.